Alright, no sweat. Alright, Shalom. Yahweh Shimi Hashar Barakatah.
Red
To
is
all
a
the brothers.
2010 movie directed by Robert Schwenke, starring Bruce Willis.
Salaki. Salaki about that. Alright, let's start again. Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shimi Hashar Barakatah. To all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Atah. Shimi Hashar to all the sisters. We are Isupk. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Once again, we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Alright? And today, man, we're going to go into the law. We'll talk about the law again. And because law class is a very important class, which is the law class tonight, Salaki. But the law class is a very important class because it gives us the foundation, our customs, our way of life, our standards, morality. You know what I'm saying? It gives us all this right here for us to be able to function as a nation, as a race of people. And when you take away these laws or these or this morality away from people, our people become lawless. Okay, our people begin to follow other customs, other belief, other philosophies, and doing that, we end up celebrating Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving, celebrating birthdays, celebrating Valentine's Day, celebrating Mother's Day, and celebrating all the wicked holidays that the Lord is against. And then we end up doing laws. We end up carrying out other things that other races of people have encouraged us to do, becoming homosexuality, becoming lesbian, things like that. And in the Bible, man, it speaks about us not doing these things right here, and by us joining to a race of people, and they teaching us this. Our people have basically forsaken the law or forgot about the law. And the Lord had given the black, Hispanic, Native American Indians priests and prophets of the Lord, of the Isupk, to basically wake his people up and tell them to come back to the law, to come back to the Lord, okay, to fight for the Lord. And that's what we're talking about in Maccabees, okay, in the Maccabees time, and we're going to go into Maccabees tonight. Last week we went into Maccabees, the first chapter, give you the backdrop of how our people was in captivity under the Grecians, okay, and you can read this in the Apocrypha. These books right here was inside the King James Bible, okay, the King James Bible, 1611 Bible that was in there. It was taken out by Constantine, okay, and he took these books out. That this history does not match for everybody. This history only match for the black, Hispanic, Native American Indians. But he took this information out. But these books belong inside of the King James Bible. Okay, once again, it's the Apocrypha. Okay, but during this first Maccabees, the first chapter, we were talking about how the Greek, okay, how he came and ruled and empowered, how he beat and demolished the Persians and the Medes. Okay, he demolished the Persians and the Medes, and he became ruler over the world. And in his time here, during his great reign, he did a lot of killing. He did a lot of killing and slaying and taking over all the nations of the world. Came into power. Well, after he came into power, I'm just getting caught up to speed with this. So when we go into chapter 2, after he came up to power, he divided this up with his 4 generals. Okay, these 4 generals right here got the land. The land was separated to these 4 generals, and it was passed down to generation after generation. Okay. Also, when they came out to invading Jerusalem, okay, they made us not deal with our law. Okay, wicked men came out of Israel and convinced other people in our community, just like your pastor would do. Pastor would tell you, man, you know, not all white people are bad. You know, not all Chinese people are bad. We should all get along. We should all be on one accord. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the same thing what happened back then. Wicked men came into our community, telling that, hey man, we can join amongst them, we can do what they do, and we won't get punished for it. We can live freely. We can be just like them, and we won't get punished for it. And a lot of people was going along with that, just like they go along with the Black Lives Movement. When you go along with the Black Lives Movement and do what they say, and then also you celebrating Christmas, you pretty much saying, man, Cedric Bland death was pretty much justified. You said, like, you know, Mike Brown getting shot by the cop was justified. You pretty much saying, man, all the deaths that y'all go march for down there asking for equality and justice was justifiable when you celebrate their holidays and their customs. If you really don't, you really want true separation, you really want true justice, you will separate from that custom or that system or the people that oppress you. And the Bible right here talks about separation. That's what happened in the Maccabees' time. We joined amongst them heathens and took on their philosophies and took on their customs, to the point where they came into our city in Jerusalem and defamed it. They polluted it. They brought their customs and brought their sacrifices and brought their animals that does not belong inside our sanctuary, and they defamed our sanctuaries and brought sin into our land. Our land will be called today Israel. Okay, Israel is the mother of us all. You can go to Galatians 4:26 and tell you that Israel is the mother of us all. Most black people think that we from Africa. Africa is our motherland. Africa is not our motherland. It was a land that we went into to run away from Roman persecution. Okay, it's a land that we went into to flee. We always flee into Africa, man. You understand? But we fled into Africa, you know what I'm saying? And we migrated towards the West Coast, okay, to flee away from the persecution of the Romans. But during this time right here, they told us that we couldn't, in the Maccabees' time, the Grecian time, okay, that we could not keep our laws. So people was rebellious because only thing we knew was the Lord. We knew that we lose the Lord's protection, then the Lord will allow other nations to be over top of us. Okay? And what happened is they went inside here when women were trying to pretty much circumcise their kids. They hung the babies. Okay? They killed the babies. No different than what they did. Any of y'all brothers and sisters ever heard about alligator bait? Never heard about alligator bait, sis? No. Alligator bait, what they did was, down there, you can look this up, they took the babies from the mothers. When the mother was in the field doing her work, getting cotton and stuff, the master was, or the person who in control of them, would go in there and steal their babies while they was out work. They would take the baby and take them out there to the ponds and rivers and things like that where the alligators was at. They put them on trees. The baby would wail, would cry. Okay? The big bull alligator would come, and they're called alligator bait with black babies, and the alligator would literally come and chop on the baby, and two Negroes or two black men would go there and kill the alligator bull for their oppressor. You understand? So it's the same thing that they did here. They pretty much went and hung babies. They killed the mother. They killed any of us who was trying to keep God's law. It was praying into secrecy. It was fleeing in different places and trying to do this. And we went through hell because we joined our oppressor, and the Lord punished us for it. Okay. What brings us to the point now, where we're going into chapter 2. Chapter 2 is going to go into talking about how we fought back. And this is a time when our people, man, the same thing they're doing right now to our people is the time that we're in right now, that we need to be in right now, is to fight back. The Isupk, man, we in here right now fighting back. You understand? By going out in these corners and teaching the brothers and sisters that, you know, these laws are here, this is how it's going to protect us. Going back to the Lord and telling the Lord that, you know, we with you. We want your protection again. Showing the Lord that we down for him is how we going to be. Is how we're gonna get true justice for us. Marching down there inside of Washington D.C. or burning down your city is not how black people gonna get true justice. Wondering how we're gonna get true protection, man, from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. You know, there's vain help. It's not gonna be help that's gonna really help black people. We thought this was Barack Obama. Barack Obama didn't even help black people. And now we put all our trust inside Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and they don't give a damn about black people. Kamala Harris locked up more black men in the state of California, incarcerated them. And even though they was innocent, she still wanted to punish them and put them behind bars. Joe Biden called black men predators. He also said he didn't want his kids to go into a racial jungle. They think black and Hispanic people are nothing but predators. And this is what we're looking towards to help black communities. They are not going to help black people. Our help is we're going to vain help, okay? Vain help. But we're going to the Maccabees now and talk about a brother who had a zeal for the Lord, okay? And the Lord dealt with him. And he dealt with him, and he raised up Israel to fight for the Lord and come back to his law. You got that in 2nd Maccabees?
First Maccabees or second?
I'm sorry, 1st Maccabees chapter 2.
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 1. In those days arose Matthias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Joab, from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 2. And he had 5 sons, Johanan, called Cadiz. 3. Verse 3. Simon, called Thassi. Verse 4. Judas, who was called Maccabeus. 5. Eleazar, called Avaran. And Jonathan, whose surname was Aphis. Verse 6. And when he saw the blasphemies, the blasphemies.
And this is Mattathias. Mattathias was a man that the Lord used, you understand, to raise Israel up again, okay, to fight back. And these sons that he had, man, was the ones that carried on what he was pretty much established, okay, to fight for the Lord, okay. But this was a day that Mattathias said, what?
Salakia. And when he saw the blasphemies.
And when he saw the blasphemy, meaning the lies. He saw lies. Keep going up.
That were committed in Judah and Jerusalem.
Man, when he saw these lies or these things that would go against the Lord, man, you understand, it was going on in Jerusalem and Judea. You know, the Holy Land, the land that was sacred for black, Hispanics, Native Americans. This is a place it's like you growing up in Norfolk. And you know the whole block, this was a certain way that y'all did things in this area right here. Then all of a sudden, man, as time goes by, gentrification goes into your neighborhoods. Then all of a sudden you see things done a whole lot different. And in your mind, you're like, man, this is not how we supposed to do things. This is not how things supposed to be done. We did this like this. Mattathias, man, saw this. There was wrongful things going on in the land of Israel, in Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? The land of black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, our homeland, our motherland. He saw this going on, and he saw the lies that was going on. People doing things that was not for the Lord.
Right.
Things that was against the Lord.
Right.
Understand? Keep going up.
Verse 7. He said, woe is me! Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people?
Man, woe is me. Like y'all don't get opportunity. Y'all go out there and let's think about Mattathias, man. Mattathias going in there. He's saying to his city, his homeland. Like you in Norfolk, Virginia right now, right? Norfolk, Virginia, man. You know you seeing brothers and sisters getting murdered all the time on Virginia Beach. And you see the misery out here. And you see brothers on drugs and sisters on drugs. And they out here on the corner, man. Women's out here getting missing. Brothers is dying all the time. That's misery.
Right.
You understand? But this brother saw the misery in his homeland. He seen the poverty was going on amongst his people. He saw sisters right here on the corner selling their bodies. He saw brothers out here killing each other, fighting each other. He saw all this stuff going on in his homeland. Things that was against God. You understand? Brothers and sisters hating each other. That's what you see right now in all major black cities. Brothers and sisters hating each other. To the point that they want to kill one another. To the point that they want to steal from one another. To the point where sisters want to put brothers on child support. Or brothers want to go sleep with another man's wife. These things was going on. These evil, wicked things was going on. And it was not following God's law. You understand? And there was misery in the land. It's misery right now in every black city. You look at Chicago. It's misery there in Chicago. It's misery here in North. It's misery in Richmond, Virginia. You understand? All these black cities, man, is always you see nothing but misery. We own the damn news. It's like we own the news
Right.
24/7. You turn the news on Channel 10, what you see? Black man get killed today in a corner store.
Right.
Sisters today get stabbed. 3 kids got killed at a birthday party.
Right.
We make the news up. You understand?
Right.
We the ones that's on the news. And then at the end of the news story, what you have? You have Karen taking care of 2 puppies. Make her look how she's the most heroic sister out there. You know what I'm saying? They make her, not sister, but you make her look like she's everything. Or they might put out there, well, Paul, he had opened up a shelter for such and such, such and such. Not mentioning all the white crime that's going on in Norfolk or Virginia Beach on Williamsburg. You understand? Williamsburg just has 3 robberies. Anybody hear about Williamsburg have robberies? Williamsburg in the white community right now, they done had 3 robberies. 3 people over there that got shot in Williamsburg right now. And you do not see it on the news.
Right.
Come to Norfolk. Come to Newport News. Come to Hampton. Come to all these places right here. They basically gonna talk about black people and all the violence. Cause they want to make sure that y'all sort us as a people is sort up. You understand? And we living in misery, man. We don't know when we're gonna get our next meal. We don't know about our lights getting cut off. We don't know about anything because the simple fact is that this system that we are in right now is not meant to help us out.
Right.
Our brothers and sisters gotta wake up and come back together, be one nation. It shouldn't be no brother on drugs or being no drug dealer. It shouldn't be a sister have to go into no strip club to make money. You understand? It shouldn't be no babies out here getting aborted. It should be none of that stuff. You understand? But we are living just like what Malachi saw right here, misery. You understand? Keep going now.
Come. And of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy.
In the hand of the what?
Of the enemy.
Man, it was in the hand of the enemy, man.
That's right.
It was delivered to the hands of the enemy. I thought they said in church where God was all love. Like God loves everybody. You know what I'm saying? We got enemies. That's what the Bible said. These are not my words. You understand? The Bible said that we will deliver into the hands of our enemy.
Right.
You understand? If anybody think that the so-called white man is helping us today, man, you gotta really do a reality check. You understand? You gotta do a reality check. Our community is going through hell right now. You understand? You think these cops out here care about our situation? You don't know. You don't think that most black people that's in our community right now is going through some kind of trauma. You understand?
Right.
They're going through hell right now.
Right.
You gotta fight through the COVID-19. No matter, you ain't got no health care. You gotta fight through all this, not having jobs, not having places to go, and stuff like that. We got to worry about these things right here. Not our enemies. Our enemies own everything. They own the corner stores. They own the malls. They own all the money. We gotta go to them.
Right.
You understand? For everything. You understand?
Right.
And that's our misery. And that's what we see right now. A land that was, and just like the Malachi saw, a land that was free. You know what I'm saying? Jerusalem was free. You know what I'm saying? To keep God's law. He saw his people going through this. And this is what brothers in Isupk we see. That's what Commander Jenny Yohana saw. He was a black man. He saw that his people were going through misery. And he saw his people needed to be changed.
Right.
And he went on the corner and told the brothers to wake up. God loves black, Hispanic, Native Americans.
Right.
You understand? And he went out here and told sisters, man, she don't have to be no whore no more. He went and told brothers that she ain't have to be no gangster. A brother ain't got to be gangsters. And you got to kill the brother. He went out these corners and stood against the Muslims. You understand?
Right.
He went on the corner and stood against Christianity pastors to bring this up. And now what you see right here. You know what I'm saying? Isupk brothers out here bring this truth in Norfolk. Okay? If it wasn't for one man, just like Commander Jenny Yohana, standing out in the corners and teaching brothers and sisters, it won't be us. You understand? Ain't no telling what we'll be at right now. You understand? Now brothers and sisters seeing us on the corner, and they seeing that what we have been saying since 1969 has now came to a reality. You understand? And this right here, man, is just awakening from the Lord. Like all things, man, you get a warning. You understand? This is a warning from the Lord. It pretty much is going to wake us up. This is an alarm clock. I hope brothers and sisters don't hit the snooze button. The Lord is trying to wake you up. You understand? Keep going up.
Come. And the sanctuary into the hands of strangers.
Yeah, the holy sanctuary. It was holy, man. Things that was not dirty, and you know what I'm saying, things that was unclean, far like animals that they were sacrificing on the altar. They were bringing in pigs and cows. They were bringing in some stuff in there, man, that was against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And they made the sanctuary dirty and unclean. You understand? And you can think about it, man. Think about Grecians, man. The Grecians is Esau. Think about it, man. It was so-called white man. Think about it, man. He was probably in there urinating in there. They were probably bringing women's in there, having sex in there. You gotta think about how dirty Esau is. Y'all gotta really think about it. Y'all work out places and see Esau. Esau don't even wash his hands when he go to the bathroom. You understand? Y'all know, man. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, we cleanly people. You understand? Esau, man, eat bloody meat. You understand? So you gotta wonder how that sanctuary really looked during his time when it was ruled by Esau. This sanctuary was probably the filth. It was probably disgusting. And this is Matthias who goes there, because the Sabbath was a thing that you had to keep.
Right.
You understand? Going to this sanctuary and hear these scriptures being broke down by the priest that was over. And next thing you know, you going to this sanctuary and seeing this sanctuary ran down. You understand? Seeing this sanctuary dirty and filthy. This man was upset. This man couldn't believe his eyes. You understand? Just like you see, just like DC right now being gentrified. Just like Norfolk. Pretty soon, Norfolk is not going to be the same. St. Paul Boulevard is about to be wiped out. If you go to St. Paul Boulevard, you think you seen St. Paul Boulevard, take pictures in your mind, because it's going to be wiped out.
Right.
The apartments and all this stuff right here is going to be wiped out. This whole area right here, you think that you know for your whole entire life is going to be wiped out.
Right.
The same thing they doing to Portsmouth, the same thing they going to do to Chesapeake and Richmond. They pushing all blacks and dispersing them. Blacks don't have nowhere to go. You can't go into the country because the country is too high. They making sure that, like, I know you can't even go to Carolina where I'm from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Carolina is right there close to the border of North Carolina. They make sure they raise taxes and putting certain things in there so you can't come into the country for refuge. So pretty much, man, blacks are gonna have to stick to one another. They have to stick with each other. We're gonna have to, man. We're gonna have to develop our own community. You understand? Because if we don't develop our own community and stick with us, we gotta depend on our oppressor, who is our enemy.
Right.
Who don't give a damn about us. You see it on the news. They don't care about us.
Right.
Keep going on.
Verse 8. Her temple is become as a man without glory.
Man, Yo, you know, this temple became like a man without his glory. And think about it, like, you know, when you feeling confident, you got a swag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got a swag about yourself. You know, you speak different. You walk different. You know what I'm saying? Your woman, she loves you when you confident. You understand? She love a confident man. She don't want you to be all weak. She wants you to be confident. And when you lose that, man, it's like you see the slums and the ghettos right now. What you see what's going on.
Right.
And he's speaking about Israel, man, losing their glory, man. That thing that stood out the most was gone. And that's what happened to Black Hispanic American Indians. You understand? We lost that. We don't understand our true glory. You know what I'm saying? Or what kind of glory the Lord can provide for us if we stay with Him. The Lord showed His glory when He got us out of Egypt. The Lord showed His glory when we got in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
The Lord showed His glory when He flooded the earth and He kept only 8 people. You understand? Like, that's the Lord showing His glory. The Lord showed His glory, but Israel lost their glory because we wanted to join other races of people. We wanted to join other philosophies or other gods. We wanted to join all of that. And by us joining that, we lost our glory.
Right.
We lost our power, our confidence. We lost all of that. We became weak. You understand?
Right.
How you going to the high school? You know, everybody know who was the most popular kid.
Right.
Everybody know who was the most, you know, the kid that everybody wanted to be like. And
Right.
then all of a sudden you know who was the weakling.
Right. Come.
You know who was the weakling. You know who you were able to pick on. Well, guess what? we was the top person, top dog. You understand?
Right.
Top nation. And then all of a sudden we became the weakling.
Right.
Because we decided we want to go and be with other nations. And this was my entire scene. He grew up coming to when we was glorious. Now all of a sudden our glory is gone. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Al.
So like you said, for an example, it's almost like how there was a brother that could have been like in his teenage years in the 60s, and he's seen how we actually had our own black businesses during segregation, and we were, you know, communing against each other, fathers in the home, our sisters were good, but then years in the 70s and integration, now we have crack in our communities, Bloods and Crips, and we're killing each other, and now we're just completely destroyed as a race of people.
Exactly. Daughters, young girls up here having babies at 14, 15.
Right.
You know, there's no black men in the household. Like, you go talk to your your grandmas and your grandfathers. They'll tell you how life was back in the day. Then all of a sudden you come up and looking fast forward to right now, you be like, ain't nothing what my grandfather and grandma was talking about.
Right.
Ain't nothing like that. I had grandparents that told me about how they grew up in slavery. Now, I had grandparents, man. It's 2020.
Right.
I had grandparents who actually was brought up in slavery, who actually worked outside in the fields, picking crops. Now, we think it's like, oh, you know, that was years ago. Bruh, I had a grandparent that was in slavery.
Right. That's great. Right.
They told me how their parents was getting beat by their oppressor. They told me how their grandparents saw someone get hung. Like, they told me this. And our minds, we think about, oh, that was a long time ago, but that wasn't really not, that was like what, generation?
Right.
About 2 or 3 generations? So your moms and then your parents, like 2 or 3 generations. So
Right.
that's not too long ago. But our mind, we think everything has changed, but everything has not changed.
Right.
Understand? Everything hasn't changed. It's just that our president have made a way to make it look like you mean something inside the community, which you really don't. They just want your labor.
Right.
They just want you to come and work for their manufacturers, their companies, and make them millions of dollars. When the scripture tells you that you supposed to be above them,
Right.
to the point where they supposed to work for you.
Right.
But they don't teach you that in Christian church because they don't teach you that you're valuable. They teach you that you're equal. That, they teach you that, we all supposed to be as equal as one. But in the scripture, it never says equality. There's no equality inside the scripture whatsoever. The Lord said, you're supposed to be above all nations.
Right.
The Lord said, if you keep these laws here, that I'll make you the head, not the tail. But since we went against the Lord, we up there became the tail. And now everybody else over top of us. Keep going down.
Right. Verse 9. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity.
Beautiful vessels, man. Things that we had treasures and stuff like that. It took all of the ransacked the sanctuary and took all our goods, all our vessels, everything, the artifacts. You understand? It took all that from us. Ain't nothing new. It doesn't matter you can't pay your bills or something like that. And you gotta get kicked out of the house. They evict you out of the house. They gonna do what? They gonna get the sheriff. Sheriff come move you out the house. You ain't got time to move your clothes. You got time to do anything. And then when they put your house right on auction. Somebody pay taxes, they own all your property. Own everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going up.
Her infants are slain in the streets.
So what?
Her infants are slain in the streets.
Good night. That sounds like what's going on with us right now. Huh?
It's like it's a Tamir Rice.
That's Tamir Rice. The little boy was playing inside the park with a toy gun. Cops came out there and empty rounds on him.
Right.
What was he, 9?
Either 9 or 10. So
9 or 10 years old.
they even have a
Playing with a little cap gun.
right.
The infants are being slain inside the city right now.
Right. Come.
Mike Brown. You understand? Man, we getting slain in the city right now. Understand? Keep going up.
Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
The what?
Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
Yo, if you don't think this Bible is true, man, y'all better really wake up with this.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now, man. Because the Bible said the young man is being what? Slain with the sword of the enemy?
That's right.
I thought God was all love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But here it's telling you, man, our enemies was killing us with a sword. And what's the modern day sword?
A gun.
A gun. You see it today on the news.
Right.
We just had a brother named Casey,
Right.
who got killed in Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
They gunned him down, shot him 3 times in the back in front of his grandma, and his little brother was 5 years old.
Right.
They shot him, killed him,
Right.
mistaken identity. You understand?
Right.
They didn't care. Our young men getting slain in the street all the time.
That's right.
It's been happening. And here we are thinking that Joe Biden, the voting of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was going to stop the killing of young black men.
Right.
Man, this is kind of close. This is like close as I don't know, man. This right here, if I read this, man, I'm like, good night.
Right.
This is close to us, man. Man, I thought I see this. You don't think that the men of the Isupk, we see this.
Right.
We seeing our brothers getting slain in the streets. We talk about this and bring this stuff out to sisters and brothers, man, to wake our people up, man. So our brothers and sisters won't be that next one who be a hashtag on Facebook.
Right.
To be a hashtag, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram.
Right.
To be a hashtag, you know, on Twitter.
Right.
We trying to bring this information out to our brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? And this coming from the Lord. This
Right.
is mercy from the Lord.
That's right.
Keep going out.
Verse 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?
Man, what nation haven't came into the kingdom, man, and
Right.
did the same thing to us? The Lord is specifying right here. He's telling you that every nation has had its
Right. Had a slice of the pie.
slice of the pie.
Right.
Every nation.
Right.
It wasn't some nations. Every nation that had their slice of the pie.
Right.
And they're slaying brothers and sisters. You don't believe me? They got Moab. What Moab do? Moab over here beating sisters across their head. Accusing them of stealing.
Right.
Choking sisters out.
Right.
There was an Arab just shot not too long ago, maybe like a year ago, shot a black boy, thought he stole a 40 ounce.
Right.
Went outside, killed the black dude right down the alley.
Right.
Didn't call no cops and didn't do anything.
Right.
Left the black boy down there dying.
Right.
Went back in the store, I like nothing happened. Every nation had their turn with Israel.
Right.
You know why? Because every time we went against the Lord, another nation came over top of us.
Right.
You understand? Another nation came over top of us. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got some juice and stuff coming?
Sir.
Alright, no sweat. No sweat. Hey, Mel, you want some pizza? You can get some pizza. Yeah, you can get some too. Can you get some for? You want some? Alright, no sweat. We got some cheese pizza, sis. You want some? You want some? Alright, no sweat. Hey, eat as much as you want too, okay? Now I'm gonna get some out the cut. You know what I'm saying? But eat as much as you want. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Alright. Guys, go ahead out.
Come. Verse 10. Salaki. Verse 11. All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she has become a bond slave.
As a free woman, she became a bond slave. What is a bond slave?
Salaki, sir. Someone that's held in bondage completely.
Yeah, bondage. You know, our women was beautiful. Our women was wearing hair, just like you wearing right now, sis, a headscarf, had jewelry, earrings, nose rings, lips, you know, put the makeup on. You know, she was popping. She was beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all of a sudden, man, and we had all this, you know, all this turmoil, all this, you know, oppression from our enemy, our brothers has, you know, basically went against, when we went against the Lord, our people, man, was put into a lot of misery, put into oppression, and you know, to the point where you had to go to work. They told you to do this, you had to do it. They told you to do this, you had to do it. That's like you do today. Like they tell you, man, you gotta pay taxes. I ain't paying taxes. You don't pay taxes, what they gonna do? They gonna take your car, they can take your house. You know what I'm saying? They can send you to jail. They can do all that. They can take your driver's license. They can vote you from traveling. They can do everything. That's misery. That's the same thing. That's oppression. That's the same thing that's going on right now with our people, man. Our people are out there wicks in. That's why we out here marching and protesting. That's why we out here doing it. Because we out there wicks in. We don't know why these things keep happening to us. We always going out here and protesting. We asking these questions like, why? Why are they killing us? We asking for equality, but the Lord actually wants you to separate and be there above people that He always wants you to be. But it's up to us as a nation, though. We want to choose that. You understand? It's up to us. You know what I'm saying? And we want to be able to be with the Lord. There's one simple way to how we can do that. It's about us basically, man, come back to your law, statutes, commandments. That's simple. It ain't hard. And then we have to show the Lord that we willing to be with Him. We ready to be with Him. You know what I'm saying? And how you do that? You don't want to celebrate Christmas. Don't celebrate Christmas. Stop celebrating Christmas. And black people really want true justice, man. And you want them to really, you know what I'm saying, stand out. Stop buying toys. Stop buying the PlayStation 5s. Stop buying, you know, things that support the American economy. Then you want true justice. Hell, women spend almost down there. Almost, I think Chinese people making over. It's not almost close. I want to say close to $1 billion in the industry, and just in hair, women hair products. Man, we spend so much money, and even a lot of us spending so much money, man, that if we just stop doing the things, the majority of this money we spending is going to celebrating their holidays. Just black people just start celebrating just celebrate Thanksgiving. Black people celebrate Thanksgiving. You understand? Now all of a sudden we're into the part where we celebrating what? Christmas. Now black people want to celebrate after next week. What are they gonna celebrate? They're gonna celebrate New Year's. Exactly, huh? Valentine's Day. Anything. Easter. And we black. So we don't just buy one gift. We go all out. You know what I'm saying? We go all out. We go to the point where we know we do the biggest and got to buy the biggest gift. We'll go 2 months behind rent to celebrate Easter holiday. We'll go and spend up all the light bill money, all the grocery money to celebrate a holiday. Black people are going to go broke during this period of time.
That's right.
It's no slaveries out here, or jobs, as you would say, right now, because of COVID. And here we are, they cutting off everybody unemployment. You understand? Until they got some kind of agreement, they're gonna give people unemployment. But unemployment is about to get cut off. You're not gonna get unemployment. You're not gonna get none of these things here. So unless something happens to the oppressor want to give us some more funds or something, you know what I'm saying? We relying on it. You understand? We are going to be in a tough situation. All that not evicting people out because of the simple fact that because of you ain't got the funds, that gonna be dead. All that stuff ended. And that's why they in here right now trying to figure out, a way to not evict people or not kick people out and things like this, because of the simple fact that they know that if they don't agree upon this and did all this holiday spending, they know majority of black people gonna get kicked out. There's a ton of the people who own these properties out here want to get blacks out of their houses anyway. A lot of their apartments. Because they holding up people who are rich, who is our oppressor, who is our enemy. They know that's guaranteed money.
Right.
Because they know they got slaves. Who the first one they gonna get rid of at the jobs? It's gonna be blacks.
That's right.
It's not gonna be the whites. It's gonna be the blacks first. Blacks gonna lose. They're gonna get out of their jobs first. And then once they get out of their jobs first, they'll make sure that the whites get all that and get the hours and get this and get that. While blacks have to sit right here, go and apply for unemployment. They gotta wait weeks before they can get it. You understand? When they wait weeks or months or something like that, it never happened in a plan where it'll be right here by the time the first time you need to pay rent. It's not like that. Now blacks is just waiting and waiting and waiting to keep you on a ring. They can barely keep up with anything. Like brothers and sisters still haven't got some of their refunds.
That's right.
Cause he run out of money. You know what I'm saying? We think we live in this fantasy land as blacks and Hispanics think that everything is going to be perfect in this American dream that Martin Luther King has set us up with. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden we come to a harsh reality that this dream is a goddamn nightmare. You understand? It is a nightmare for black people. And Mattathias see this nightmare. This nightmare was going on during this time, the Grecian time. He saw this nightmare going on, and he was angry about it. And they built up a zeal with that brother.
That's right.
And his brother was documenting all these things, man. And it was in his mind, man, to get this right with the Lord. You understand? He can let me get that up.
First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 12. First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 12. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory, is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it.
Gentiles is what?
Have profaned it.
Good night. They profane. You know what a Gentile is? A Gentile is a non-Israelite.
That's right.
It's a heathen. And when they mean they profane it, man, I mean they made it not acceptable to the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? It's like they come into your house. Your house is clean. You got everything nice and perfect, and all of a sudden Esau come in here and put dirty, muddy boots on your couch. You understand? He cooking in the pot bloody meat, and he not cleaning it up. You know what I'm saying? He doing stuff that you would normally wouldn't do.
That's right.
Cause you got rules in your house.
That's right.
And the Lord had rules for Israel and how we should keep our sanctuary and how we should keep our land. And the so-called enemy who was the Grecians at the time, they came in and they profaned the whole land. They polluted it. They made it dirty. They made it not acceptable to the Lord. You understand? Keep going up.
Verse 13. To what end therefore shall we live any longer?
Man, do y'all ask that question? The brother asked that question? The black men and black women ask this question? But how long, man, should you live through this? Man, this stuff like it keep going on. I don't want to live anymore like this. Y'all say this all the time as black people.
That's right.
So you know why? Because we in misery.
That's right.
We are in misery, man. We are in bondage. We are in a time, man. We have no real confidence in ourselves anymore. We don't have anything being sure about in life. We're not sure. We're not sure about anything. We don't know what may happen in our life. You know what I'm saying? Because the situation that we in. But guess what, man? Our Isupk, man, under Commander General Yohana, man, we bring this truth out to our brothers and sisters so we can come back.
That's right.
To the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? We can come back. So the Lord can give us this protection, man. He can give us our glory back. So He can give us our confidence back. So He can give us our standard of being in good standards with Him, so we can be above all nations. So the oppressor won't have control over us anymore. Right. Understand? Keep going on.
Verse 14. Then Mattathias and his sons rent their clothes and put on sackcloth and mourn very sore.
Man, these brothers was upset. They mourn, man. They ripping their clothes off, asking why. They mourning for Israel, man.
That's right.
With sadness. Just like the brothers in Isupk, man. Our eyes are open to see that our brothers and sisters are going through hell. That our brothers and sisters are in misery right now. And that's the reason why we risk our lives, man. Every Saturday on them corners, man, to wake up brothers and sisters. That's why our brothers out here going out here and putting the work of the Lord in, you know what I'm saying, to bring back our people, man, from this atrocity that's going on in our people, man.
That's right.
So our enemy won't continue to slay our infants, man, slaying our young brothers, man. So we won't be a prime example, you understand, on the news 24/7. So we don't have to worry about voting, you know what I'm saying, and looking for vain help. That's what happened to us right now. We're in the limelight, you know what I'm saying. We're like a deer standing at the headlights.
Right.
That's what our people is right now. Thinking that Biden and Kamala Harris is going to save us. That's not going to happen. Think Black Lives Movement going to march down there is going to save us. That's not going to happen.
Right.
Only way it's going to happen is our people, man, come back to the Lord and follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
That's right.
And Mattathias, man, when he saw this, man, he got upset. He cried. He mourned. He was saddened about it. If black people really had true compassion, man, they would be saddened to see the state and condition that we are in.
That's right.
They would be really sad.
That's right.
But since Uncle Tom Negroes is pastors in the church, they have pride. And they teach our people to have the same amount of pride as well.
That's right.
To the point where we cannot realize the condition our people are truly in. You understand? We think that we live just like any other American. Well, that's a lie.
Right.
That's a lie. We living in hell.
That's right.
When you have uncertainty knowing that you don't know, you go to your job and walk down the block, you may get shot. You may get killed. You never know. Stray bullets may come through your window.
That's right.
You know, that's uncertainty. You don't hear all about that inside the white community. White communities have gated communities. They got security guards. They got Karens. What they call them, Karens now? They got Karens who call cops on black UPS drivers.
That's right.
Or black FedEx drivers.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they had. They had that neighborhood watchdog for real.
Right.
For real, this is a dog. She got a neighborhood dog for real. And she's calling the crime line. She's calling everybody. She don't give a damn. She's questioning you, even though you live in the building with them. She's questioning you. What floor are you on? What's your address? Who are you? Do you stay in my building?
Right.
The arrogance of Esau is sickening. They showing their true colors every day. Every day, man. They don't love black people, man. It's time for us as black people stop loving everybody.
That's right.
Love our people, man. It's time for us to be selfish. It's time for our people, man, to love one another. You understand? So we won't be in misery. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 15. In the meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city Modin to make them sacrifice.
Yeah, man. So the king's officers, meaning like this is Antioch. Okay? He came and sent his officers inside of Modin. It was pretty much the land that most of the Israel was moved into and dwelled into, was pushed into. And he came there with his officers to cause the people to revolt. He wanted them to be an uproar. He wanted the people to rebel against him. That's the same thing they're doing right now. They want blacks. They want blacks to retaliate with guns. What, Antifa? What do you call it? Antifa. What's the other one?
Black Lives Matter.
No, not the Black Lives Matter. What's the other black NTF or something like that?
The dude just got locked up for he brandished his weapon at a federal agent.
Right.
It's called like NLAC or something like that.
Something like that.
We ain't taking no more stuff or something like that.
Right. Salagi. They want us to do a roar. They want us to do that. You know why? Because they want to kill us.
So like it's like NFAC, I think.
NFAC. They want us to get. They want us to kill. They want us to get killed. They killing you right now. Even though you can have a concealed weapon license.
That's right.
Concealed to carry.
Right.
They still killing you.
That's
Am I
right.
wrong?
No,
I'm not wrong.
That's right.
Fernando Castillo.
Right.
Brother got shot. He told the cop that he had a weapon in the car. He said, man, listen, my card is in my wallet. It's in my back pocket.
That's right.
I got to reach to get it to you. Soon the brother reached, the cop shot him. With his daughter in the back seat. His wife had to see him die. And she could not even put her hands down or either console her husband while he was dying.
Exactly.
Because she would have got shot.
That's right.
Because he got a scared cop that's willing, and his mind is not all there, ready to shoot. Because he think that she's going to shoot him too.
Right.
That little girl could have lost both her parents.
But
she still got to go through that trauma.
Exactly.
No white kids don't go through trauma like black kids do.
That's right.
They don't go through that type of trauma. They don't see the Casey, that dude from Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
He had a concealed carry license as well. That little brother saw his big brother get gunned down. The grandma called the cops and said, my son just got shot by walking inside my house. You understand? They don't go through that trauma.
That's right.
They don't go through that. What do you think that 5-year-old brother, knowing that he was the oldest brother, knowing that he was there always helping him out or getting toys for him or picking him up from school. All of a sudden now he's gone and he got killed and he saw his last day when his brother took his last breath. Sickening. Good.
So like if I could, that's what Mattathias, when the Bible says, to what end therefore shall we live any longer? Like that's how sad it is. Like you seeing brothers, you seeing young boys, like a Kai Gurley, 12 years old, right. a little boy, like getting gunned down for just having a toy gun.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's like, damn, like how much more of this can we take? Like Mattathias' spirit was just so glorious, so righteous, and that zeal he had was just seeing his people. It takes a certain type of brother, a certain type of sister to see their people get murdered and say like, damn, like what could I do to stop it? And like, what can we do to just stop it? Because I can't live to see this anymore. Like Paul said, I wish myself were a curse from Christ.
Right.
Like he wish he never even came into the truth. Because it's when you're in the truth, it's like, damn, seeing your people, it's like it's just every day. Like you cry so many tears, it's like, damn, you ain't got no more tears to cry.
Right.
Like you shouldn't have any more tears to cry for the other nations, like the pastors and like the black politicians. The black leaders have sold us out so much because they love our oppressors so much. They don't give a damn about what happened to Kyle Gurley and the brother Casey and Philando Castile and like any John Hernandez, Oscar Bray. They don't give a damn. They just care about what can I get, what can I do to sell my people out to get more money. But Mattathias ain't had that spirit. So like it, sir.
No, you good. That's the type of spirit that brother had. He had compassion for his people. That's what the brother in Isupk had. We got compassion for our people, man.
That's right.
You understand? And that's why we put our lives on the ropes, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we want to make sure our people, man, get waking up.
That's
we
right.
We want our people to be out of this misery.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We want our people to make sure that they don't go through this slogging, this stuff anymore.
Right? That's right.
That's right.
Good night. Like, this the sadness, man.
Right.
It's just sad. Keep going up.
Khan, verse 16. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together.
Right. So these officers coming here, man, you know, giving new orders. You know what I'm saying? New laws. Putting down, so well, this is what y'all gotta do, whatever. Mattathias came as well, and his sons.
That's right.
They wanted to hear what all this commotion was about.
You
understand? Keep going up.
Verse 17. Then answered the king's officers, and said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler, and an honorable and great man in this city.
Yeah. Everybody looked up to this brother.
Everybody,
they knew that he was the key. They knew that he was the strong man. Like, how Christ said, you can't take a man's house unless you bind up the strong man. Right? Well, they knew that this is the guy.
That's right.
They know this is the guy that everybody looked up to.
That's right.
They knew that he was the one that inspired everybody else. Understand? They knew that he was the leader. Right. Go ahead,
and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. Now therefore, come thou first, and fulfill the king's commandment.
Now they wanted him to go first.
That's right.
So you know why? Because he was the key to break everybody else. If he went first, then everybody, it would have been easy for them to just say, okay, no sweat.
Right,
Since he did it.
Right.
You know, we look up to him. Man, okay, we'll go do it too.
That's right.
But, keep going on.
Like as all the heathen have done.
Like all the what?
All the heathen have done.
Right, so you gotta understand, but he went around and he ruled the whole entire world. So he went to every city, not just us, but he went to everywhere else.
That's right.
So he went to China.
That's right.
He went to the Persians. He went to the Medes. He went to Africans.
That's right.
He went to everybody. And all this order that he went down, he went to all those nations.
That's right.
And all those nations did exactly what the king said. So now he's coming here. He said, just like all the other heathens have done.
That's right.
So now come you and do the same thing. So we're different.
That's right.
Keep going up.
Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem, so shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends, and thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold, and many rewards.
Man, he tried to bribe him.
That's right.
He said, man, you gonna be like, you know, the king's friend, man.
Right,
you know, we give you tons of gold and silver. That sounds like you going to the White House when you win the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Or the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I could, like this scripture, I love this Bible so much. Like this is so heavy out of one.
Mm-hmm.
This scripture is so powerful because the parallel between today and then is over 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
And what happens with Christian black leaders today? They take the same bribe.
Right.
Like the politicians, like all these white politicians, every single white pastor will give all these black pastors, black politicians the same deal. Al Sharpton, if you come and sell your people out, we'll give you this money. If you come and you calm this riot down in Chicago, in St. Louis, in Norfolk, we'll give you all this money. And Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and Dr. King and all your Christian pastors and Christian leaders have taken the same deal that Antiochus offered Mattathias over 2,000 years ago.
Over 2,000.
Like, that's so heavy. Like, they took it. All these black religious leaders took it and sold us out.
They sold us out.
Absolutely
right. And it's right here. It's parallel, man. Like it's crazy, man. Like I was saying earlier, like Commander Junior Hollis saw this too.
That's right.
He saw this going on.
That's right.
He saw how they brought the crack into our people.
That's right.
He saw how the cocaine and all this. He saw this epidemic was going on.
That's right.
He saw all this right here. And he stood out in the corner, man. You understand? And brought this truth to brothers and sisters, man. You understand?
Colonel Wakan.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going up.
Colonel Wakan. So like it, so you got it's a question online.
Good.
So like it says, from Coupe de Ville, when will an army form to protect our people from the Proud Boys?
For the Proud Boys?
They say when will the army form? So like if I may,
good.
We the army, the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander General. We the army form to protect you. Like that's what we read right now with Mattathias and his son and his brother and all the integrity they had.
Right.
We got that same integrity in 2020.
Right.
And we here to protect Salaki.
The question is, you need to get to the brother is, when are he going to join the Lord's army?
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
When are you going to join the Lord's army, man? You understand? That's what the problem is, man. Black men want to go look out and want to stand out and do things on their own. You understand? Being separate. You don't see the white man invading China or going invading China by himself, do you? That white man going to join along his peers. Black men don't do that. They want to go in there gun blazing first and you know, yippee-yi-ki-yay, I'm going out alone, whatever. That's our mentality, man. Chinese people ain't gonna, man, look, man, Chinese people stick together.
That's right.
Africans stick together. You understand? We're not African. But Africans stick together. The Arabs stick together. You understand? They stick together. Come down to us, man, we don't stick together.
That's right.
And that's how they conquer it. You know what I'm saying? They divide our house so they can conquer us, man. And we was a house that came back together, they could never conquer us because we not divided. We got to be on one mindset with that. You understand? And the Lord army is already here.
That's right.
You understand? And furthermore, we don't go out there and try to go kill Esau.
That's right.
And fight against Esau. The scripture said in Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. We are nations not desired. The first step is for us to gather ourselves together.
That's right.
We got to fix ourselves and be selfish. We got to fix ourselves first in order for us to be able to go forth and do anything.
That's right.
We just can't go out there and think that everything's going to be peachy. The Lord always punished Israel, not by individual, not by being an individual, but he punished Israel as a nation. You understand? Like we still suffering right now because all our people, all our nation of Israel is not together. You understand? All our people are not together. You understand? And we divided. You understand? Our people still believe that they did Islam.
That's right.
People still want to be a Christian. They still want to be Rastafarians. They still want to have different pray to different idols.
That's right.
Go worshiping Allah, that dumb rock.
That's right.
Even the scripture, even you read the Bible that Islam reads the Bible.
That's right.
They read the Old Testament.
That's right.
You understand? They read it. Even though that Bible says that rock is a dumb stone. You understand? Even though the Christians read and talks about the wooden cross. You understand? They talk about the cross. They still go analyze and worship.
That's right.
You understand? Why? That's like worship. Like they go and worship the cross, right?
That's right.
Not knowing that the cross, they use the cross here in Grecian time. The crucifix.
That's right.
They use that to make a prime example of brother and sister who went against the king.
That's right.
They did that. And that's like saying, man, your mother or your father was killed by a shotgun, and you put a shotgun in your house, and that reminds you every day that your daddy was killed by a shotgun.
Right.
Why would you want to hang it around your neck or worship it?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Good.
So like I said, we have a question on Facebook.
Good.
It says, Coupe de Ville. He says, or Salaki, Yeah. When will a army
So like,
form?
oh,
Yeah, we did that.
Oh,
God, we
Salaki.
answer each
Okay,
one.
we did that.
Yeah, we
Salaki.
just went over that
Oh, Salaki,
concept.
Salaki.
Salaki.
Yeah, we just said that right there, man. I asked him, said, this is Lord, Malak told me, this is the Lord's army right here.
Most High in
Like,
Christ.
when are you going to get it all black
That's right.
That's
and
right.
do your 90 days?
That's right.
When you going to do that? When are you going to prepare yourself?
John
You
O'Connor.
going to a battle and not prepared. You understand?
John O'Connor.
They're like, you know what I'm saying? Our warfare is not carnal.
That's right.
It's spiritual.
That's right.
This is a spiritual warfare that we are dealing
John
with.
O'Connor.
They not coming at us, you know what I'm saying, and doing harsh things to us in a massive alarming rate. They come at us in different ways. They want to demasculate the black man.
That's
They
right.
want to put in softness, man. They want to encourage black women to be the head of the household.
John
You want to
O'Connor.
make sure black men is getting weaker.
John
That's
O'Connor.
spiritual warfare.
John
You
O'Connor.
understand? And here, man, we raise up black men to take on their masculinity.
That's right.
Don't be weak.
That's right.
You understand? We raise men in here.
That's right.
You understand? Not no coward.
That's right.
And that's what black men need. They need masculinity.
John
They need a
O'Connor.
whole lot of it.
John
That's
You
O'Connor.
understand?
That's
They
right.
need to grow back. They need to grow back their kahunas, man.
All right.
Because right now, man, black men are being weak. They're being hit at every angle, man.
John O'Connor.
This is only one spot. You know what I'm saying? And on this earth right now, that's the only place that can have masculinity, man. It's going to be the ISUPK.
That's right.
We are home of the most aggressive warriors of the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? And we live by that.
That's right.
That's right.
We're not worrying about, you know what I'm saying, you know, we ain't saying that, we not telling you to go out there and do any harm to Esau.
That's right.
That's right.
That was simple-minded brothers you want to go do. And as soon as you pull a gun on Esau and do something, they're going to hit you with a hate crime. And you be your simple behind bars for over 20 years
John.
for a simple hate crime.
That's right.
And what they're going to get cheap manual labor out of you. And you're going to go in there and build wheelchairs and license plates and sofas and rocking chairs and all this right here for 7 cents a day.
John
How I
O'Connor.
know, because I worked out of prison system. That's what he did.
John O'Connor.
Okay.
They gonna sell this for millions of dollars across the world. They tell the prisoner, oh, this right here is for charity, and this right here, but it's not for charity. They selling this on the goods, and people buying this stuff, and they make millions off you and billions off you when they paying you 7 cents an hour.
That's right.
No, Salaki, a day.
John.
7 cents a day.
John O'Connor.
That's all you get. And then you gotta survive and live off Keefe, which was on. I don't know that guy still owning, but the Price is Right. He owned Keefe.
Nice.
Yeah, Bob Barker.
John
He
O'Connor.
owned Keefe. That guy was wearing his suit and
John
owned
O'Connor.
Price is Right. Who
Right,
Drew
John
Carey
O'Connor.
took over.
John
He
O'Connor.
owned Keefe.
Right.
He owned all the commissary.
John
When
O'Connor.
the guys was filling out the bubble sheets and
John
stuff and
O'Connor.
putting in, he owns all of that.
Right.
He making billions, and he taking all that money back. Honey buns, $2,
Right.
$3. You know how many inmates is inside the prison system ordering honey buns and soups and macs
Right.
Right.
and summer sausages
Noodles.
and noodles and all that?
John O'Connor.
You know what I'm saying? And that stuff adds up. And guess who putting money on the books? Black people.
That's right.
People back home putting money on your man's books or your son's books or your daughter's books, and their money going straight to your oppressor.
That's right.
White man own all that. Keefe, man.
John O'Connor.
Man, Bob Barker.
John
That's
O'Connor.
crazy,
That
man.
is, the white man.
That's crazy, man.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't know that until I went to the prison system and I asked it. I said, damn. I said, who owned Keefe? The lady was charged of the conversation.
John
She said,
O'Connor.
Bob Barker. I said, the dude from The Price is Right? She was like, yeah. I was like, get out of here. I went and checked it up. Bob Barker owned Keefe. He owns it. She's like, that's crazy.
John
I
O'Connor.
didn't know that, man. So, you know, running a prison system. It's a business, man.
John O'Connor.
It's a business. Keep going up.
John O'Connor. First Maccabees chapter 2 verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice.
Oh, man. Spoke with a loud voice, man.
John
You know how black men are.
O'Connor.
You know what I'm saying? Even though when we talk about sports and talking about basketball, we at the barber shop, whatever we out here, man, yo, we raising our voice.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got bass behind it. And
Right.
think about it, man. He's
Gotta look
compassionate. Now, this is a matter of time. He's compassionate, man.
John O'Connor.
He see all this going on. He saw all the misery, man. He got compassion, man. So he spoke loud.
Right.
Spoke bold.
John
And that's what we do on the corner.
John
We
O'Connor.
speak with boldness, man. We speak loud because, man, we compassionate about our people.
That's right.
And this brother here, he was compassionate about his people. Keep going now.
Kanawakan. Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away, every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments.
Hold up.
Kanawakan.
Do that again now.
Kanawakan. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers.
Man, that's key.
Kanawakan.
Black, Hispanics, Native American Indians, we have fallen away from our forefathers' customs.
Kanawakan.
Our forefather laws, statutes, and commandments.
Kanawakan.
We fell away from what our belief system was. And
Kanawakan.
to this day, our people have fell away. Understand? And fell into the dominion of the king. Fell into the dominion of the president of the United States of America.
That's right.
Fall into the dominion of he's saying that same-sex marriage is okay.
That's right.
That it's okay if you could be a homosexual.
That's right.
You understand? It's okay to have your sex change. Like a
Kanawakan.
man a transgender man, a man in the prison system can use taxpayers' dollars to get his sex changed to become a woman.
Good, man.
They can do that,
Kanawakan.
and they allow that.
Kanawakan.
They allow the operation to happen. You know what I'm saying? They said, man, I feel like, you know, I have a woman inside of me and I want to express myself. And they'll take the male parts off and they make him to a woman. And guess what they do with that male? Watch they finish that. They'll take that male and they'll transfer that male, get him female hormones. You know what I'm saying? A lot of estrogen and pills. And they'll give him all the things that he needs to have that mindset. And they'll transfer him to an all-woman facility. Yeah, this is what goes on in the prison system.
That's right.
This is what goes on in the prison system. Crazy, man. Go ahead, Al.
So like if I could, like this again, so heavy, man. This man, I said yesterday in my class, I said when I have another son, I'll have to name him Mattathias.
Right.
In the Hebrew, of course, I said, 'cause this hardcore brother, like he telling the king like with a loud voice, like bold with it, like men of the Lord. He telling him with a straight face, like he pretty much telling him like, well, this is what you can do with your offer. Again, Salakia. Unlike Al Sharpton and Dr. King, that took this same deal 50 years ago, that took the deal to sell out their own people, like Ben Carson, who say you can't make living conditions too comfortable for them, or else they won't work. Like, just think about how disgusting a black man has to be to sell his own people out, knowing that you came from a single mother household that was on WIC and on welfare, and then you got the nerve to turn around and sell your own people out, and sell your own people to homosexuality, and to women can abort their babies. Black women abort over 500,000 babies a year, and it's a deal that it looks good, like all the silver and gold in the world. But then again, this brother like got enough integrity that he will not do this.
Guess who else had the integrity not to do that? Commanding Jenny Yohana.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
He couldn't do what the other pastors were doing. No, Al Sharpton did. He couldn't do that. He wasn't going to sell his people out.
That's right.
You understand? And don't get it twisted. Don't think that they didn't come to us either at ICBK and give a bribe to us.
That's right.
You understand? They did. And guess what? Commander Jen Yohana loved his people so much, man, he turned that bribe down.
That's right.
He turned it down. Go ahead, Al.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Did T.D. Jakes turn his people down?
T.D. Jakes? Did he turn his people down? He turned, meaning what?
Right. I feel like he was a pastor at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if I look at him, I feel like I don't think he was a pastor he once was back then.
Yeah. T.D. Jakes, man, okay. T.D. Jakes, man, when you go against the Bible and you're not teaching your people these laws, statutes, commandments, you going against God's people. You hate God's people. You hating your people, man. Like those mega churches are built off money that black grandmothers who use that money to get their medicine, who usually get food and groceries and stuff like that. That money, man, is going to them, man, to build these mega churches and stuff like that. And not only that, also to keep the people at peace, they get money from the state or the city. And they put money into them because you know why? They want to keep black people at bay and continue to believe this broken system. You understand? And when you take that deal,
Keep them silly.
yeah. So when you take that deal right now, that means that you sold your people out. You understand? I remember something that TD Jakes was talking about, because people were asking to get their bills paid. And he was like, why did the church have to pay for things or families? Why can't the state pay for it? Because he didn't want to spend the money.
Right.
He didn't want to help people.
Disgusting.
And he had like all the mega churches was out there. It was TDJs. He had all them evil, wicked people, bastards, man. And all those was complaining about people was coming to them and asking about, can you help me with my mortgage? And can you help me with grocery bill? I'm behind in my car payment. And they did not want to help. They didn't want to help. They didn't want to lose that millions of dollars. They didn't want. You know what? They didn't want to.
Silver and gold.
Right. They didn't want to lose. They didn't want to lose their financial wealth. Because if they do it for one, they got to do it for all.
Exactly.
And you know, a mega church, you got millions of people watching you and writing you and sending in donations. Lots of black people. You know what I'm saying? Paying what's that guy that Kenny Copeland,
Kenneth Copeland
with the miracle bottle water, $20 for tap water you get it from Costco.
Right.
People ain't think it's miracle water. They'll put it on the thing, man. I'm telling you, like, it's $20 bottle of water. Get your miracle water. Get your miracle water. Help you out with your back pains and headaches and you stressed out. People get that bottle of water in there, man. It's all hot and everything else. And they said, just take a cap full. You take a cap full, you sipping on it and putting it back. Put it in the refrigerator where you put it, little kids. I'm thirsty, Grandma. Don't touch that water. Don't touch that water. If you do get a cap full, like, come on, man. Kenny Copeland making billions of dollars off tap water, man. They know it, that's regular water. You go drink that water, man. That ain't gonna do anything. That changes your diet. Eating habits of black people will change. Black people getting high blood pressure and heart disease. You know what I'm saying? Kidney failure. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us the dietary law. You can find that in the book of Leviticus, 11th chapter. The Lord gave us dietary law. How we can live a healthy life. During this period of time, man, we weren't eating healthy either.
Right.
We was eating whatever the oppressors put in the land and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
So if I could, like the brother brought out the TD Jakes, man, he had just bought his daughter a $3.5 million mansion in Calabasas, 10 bedroom, 11 bathroom, and it's just her. But meanwhile, like you just said, sir, all those members, he got 30,000 members of his church down in Texas, and brother, the extreme poverty that's in Houston and Dallas and Austin, and you got these mega churches all over the country. $3.5 million you give to your daughter to get a mansion in Calabasas, but the members of the church, once again, that's Christianity. The pastors, like you bring it out, sir, like we bring it out with 1st and 2nd Maccabees and the Hanukkah, the same. Like we read it last week when you was breaking it down and bringing it out on last Wednesday, the opening of the day of Hanukkah. Like it's a scripture in 1st Maccabees, the 1st chapter, where it say that the leaders of the people saw that it was better to just go and be with the Greeks and follow after the heathen customs. To get abortions, to smoke weed, to go be homosexual, a whore, a harlot. It was better to just do that and to eat pork and shrimp than to obey God. Like black Christian leaders find it better to go be with the heathen that are round about us than to serve the Most High. So I guess, sir.
No, you great. And you absolutely right. You absolutely right, man. They do that all the time, man. They do that all the time. There's so many wicked pastors inside Norfolk.
That's right.
Pastors out here molesting kids and women for over 20, 30 years.
That's right.
Big mamas who called, you know, saying he's a man of God, been protecting him for over 20, 30 years. And he's been altering lifestyles, altering people emotions, altering their way of life, man, for 20 to 30 years, and wonder why Norfolk is what it is right now.
That's right.
Wondering why sisters out here becoming lesbians.
That's right.
Sisters right here, man, you know what I'm saying, have trust issues.
That's right.
You understand? And why she don't trust in the man. And why brothers in here becoming homosexuals, man, because they getting molested inside the church. You understand? That's heavy, man. That's heavy inside these Christian churches, man.
Con.
And Matthias, man, this man right here, he spoke about this.
That's right.
He spoke about it. He told the king, man, we ain't going for all that.
Con.
Go ahead,
Con. And give consent to his commandments.
Mhm.
Verse 20. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Walk in the covenant of what?
Of our fathers.
Man, he told him straight up, man, we ain't doing none of them things that you want us to do.
That's right.
We gonna walk into our culture.
That's right.
Our laws. The same laws that was given to our fathers.
Con.
Me and my house.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. He
That's
said,
right.
me and my house, we gonna walk into our covenants of our fathers.
That's right.
Well, we made a covenant, meaning a contract with the Lord.
Con.
That's what a covenant is. It was a contract. He made a contract with the Lord. You understand? Our people made a contract with the Lord saying we're going to do what the Lord told us to do. It's that simple. It's like you're going to get a mortgage or something like that. You got a contract. He said after 60 days or whatever it is, you're going to make your first payment.
That's right.
And you got to hold the contract. If you don't hold the contract, then you reap what? You reap the reward or the consequences come behind it. Meaning they can come take your house and everything else.
That's right.
But listen, my thousand man, we gonna do the covenant of our fathers. And guess what? Guess what Isupk do, man?
That's right.
We do the covenant of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying? These covenants are these laws that was given to us, man, by the Most High.
That's right.
Keep going up.
Verse 21. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
God what?
God forbid.
God said just break some.
God forbid.
God said, man, you know, we only got to do 10.
God forbid.
It's okay to keep Christmas.
God forbid.
God forbid. Go ahead.
That we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
That we should forsake the law and the ordinance, man.
God.
The Lord, man, I thought it said Christ did away with the law.
That's
what the
right.
Christian church say.
That's
What
right.
the pastor say. The pastor said the law is done away with. Right here, the scripture say, man, we shouldn't be forsaking the law. We shouldn't be getting none of his ordinance. And that's the issue with our black people today.
That's right.
Our people forgot about the laws of the Most High. And it's not our people's fault, it's the Christian leaders, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters, man, are like sheep.
That's right.
Sheep, man, have been basically, man, led by wolves, man.
Them
Them wolves are driving into the slaughter.
That's right.
You understand? Now, our people, man, is only going by what they've been taught. We have not been taught correctly as a nation, but as a people. And when we not been taught right, man, not knowing who you are. Because we got so many things that we are supposed to be right now. We African. They changed the thing on the job application. Like when I grew up in the 90s, I remember my brother, my uncle, Salagi, he wanted to put an application, man. It was still saying like Negroes in certain spots. You understand?
Black/Native American, African American.
Yeah, now it's just changing. So you don't know what you is. It's confusion. You understand? They keep confusing it.
That is weird.
They just keep changing it up. You know why, man? Because they know who you are, man. Because you was a Negro. Now all of a sudden, Jesse Jackson, the one came out and told us that, you know, we African American.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we black.
Right.
Now pretty soon, man, they gonna be like, I don't know, but they probably put something else on there, man. A little bit. Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? They probably put something on there like that on the damn job application, man. What are you, white or Black Lives Matter? But it's Black Lives Matter on the job application. That was gonna happen. You understand? Y'all gotta really realize this stuff, man. They want to keep you confused. They want to keep you in this mind state. They don't want you to really see your worth.
That's right.
And that's the issue. But Matthias saw the worth of Israel.
That's right.
He saw it was better for them to die to continue to live this lifestyle.
That's right.
It was better for them to fight for the Lord than to fight for this king who didn't need them no good.
That's right.
Who was already slaying the young and the young men. Who was hanging babies. Who was killing women for trying to circumcise their kids.
That's right.
The young babies. You understand? Good, keep going now.
Verse 22. We will not hearken to the king's we will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion either on the right hand or the left.
Yeah, man, we ain't listening to the king, none of his commandments, and none that
That's
he's
right.
talking about. We ain't doing none of them things right there, man. We going to do what the Lord said do.
That's right.
If black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians would just do what the Lord say do, man, our people, man, we'll be out of this hell condition that we in, man.
That's right.
We'll be out of this condition that we in, man. We living in hell.
That's right.
Black people are living in hell, man. Hell is not some place that's underneath the earth. You know what I'm saying? This fiery pit. You know what I'm saying? If that were the case, listen, you gotta ask this question. The people who drill oil, right? they go. What the oil is at? The oil is down deep inside the earth. Right? They drill offshore. They drilling like damn near 600 miles, 900 miles under the earth to get oil. You understand? And why ain't none of that blown up? It's supposed to be this fiery pit down there.
Right.
Why ain't none of this blown up yet?
You
understand? They want to keep you in that mind state, man, and believe all these religions and philosophy, man, and get you out of your area where you can really sit down. Like, this is the first time black people was able to sit down and really look at their life. Because before this, blacks and Hispanics and American Indians, we had so many distractions in front of us. Either you had to go to work, either you were living that club life and partying all the time. You know what I'm saying? Or you got something to do. You were not really able to sit back and realize or collect the data that the Lord has been putting in front of us for years. You understand? You was not able to really sit back and see that police officers are really killing us for no reason.
That's right.
That, sisters has really been, aborting babies for a long time. Guess what I'm saying?
Are we God's chosen people?
Yes.
Not the black people, but us.
Okay.
And I don't know if we're black and American. I don't want to, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Okay. Yes. If you're a black, Hispanic, Native American, and you are God's chosen people.
That's right.
Okay. And we always come in here and say, you are what your father is. So what was your father?
Black.
He's black. Or was he a Negro? Or he was African American? Or we could in the hood Negro.
Right.
Or your father Negro or nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we say in the hood. And we got so many names for ourselves.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We get lost. But if your dad was a black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, he is God's chosen people.
That's right.
Okay? And we go by this by Numbers 1 and 18. Okay? They go by what your father was.
That's right.
The man carried the seed.
That's right.
That's right.
The woman, she's the earth. And you was a farmer. Where would you put your seed at? In the earth. And what the earth do? She is the earth.
That's right.
She gives the nutrients and everything that seed needs to grow. And then when she gives birth, she produces. When the earth yields its seed or yields the crop, and when it's time to pluck it, it gives you the harvest. So your rib, she does the same. She has your seed in her. When she has her seed in her, she gives it nutrients. And when time comes, the harvest from that seed will come out. And you have yourself a son or a daughter. But yes, you are God's chosen people. You got a precept you want to pull real fast before we get into it? No swear. But yeah, you God's chosen people. But first you gotta know that you was black. You know what I'm saying? Israel was not the so-called white man.
That's right.
That's right.
He's not that bastard that's in the land right now.
Right.
He's the one that they placed in the land back in 1943, 48. They placed him in that land.
Right.
The land was desolate. There was no one there. They placed him there. They gave him that land. And then after they gave him that land, they gave him millions and billions of dollars to build a city.
Right.
To this day, they give him restitution, you want to call it?
Billions of dollars.
They give him billions of dollars every year.
Right.
Of restitution to their city.
Right.
Billions of dollars. And they call themselves the so-called Jews, but they're not. They're not the Jews. They're the synagogue of Satan.
That's right.
That's in the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. You got it?
Yeah, come on.
Go ahead. It's a lot.
Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together
Mm-hmm.
on the first day of the second month.
Mm-hmm.
And they declared their pedigrees.
Did they declare what?
Their pedigrees.
Yeah, that was your pedigree. You do that too, right? Your parents did that. They declared their pedigree. They would say, well, your grandfather, he had his wife and he had 3 sons and their sons had, but they declared their pedigree. They were basically, looking at where they came from.
That's
You
right.
understand? It was going back and understand that, their dad had his wife and he had his amount of sons. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do at family reunion. You get this big old family tree. Right? You gotta carry the lineage and find out who belong to who.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
After their families,
Mm-hmm.
by the house of their fathers.
By the house of what?
Their fathers.
Of their fathers. You understand?
I got the one to prove that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are God's chosen people.
We'll get that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And shall what?
Bring thee into Egypt again.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again. Go ahead.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. Now if you know, we came out of Egypt, we walked out of Egypt.
That's right.
We walked out of Egypt. Now they said we come into Egypt again with ships. Keep going on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Hold on. When do you know a large amount of people come somewhere with ships? They teach this inside high school. They teach this inside school. They teach you when was it a time that a large mass of people was captured and brought across anywhere with ships? Not the Titanic. The transatlantic. Go ahead, sis. Doing slavery.
That's right.
Yeah, that's sister ain't.
That's right.
They talk about the transatlantic slave trade right
That's
here.
right.
This is prophecy right here.
That's right.
Transatlantic slave trade. Who was in that transatlantic slave trade? Blacks.
That's right.
You understand? Not only that, the Native American Indians.
That's right.
Christopher Columbus did what? He took Native American Indians, Taino Indians, back to Europe. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is talking about slavery right here for blacks.
That's right.
It's talking about us. Keep going up.
So like if I could add on to that, the word Egypt too means bondage
It
too.
does mean
So
bondage.
it's saying going into bondage. But I also was gonna say this is a prophecy. Like this is Moses. He's speaking of prophecy. So it's something that ain't happened yet. So it's going to happen.
Right.
This lets you know who the people that he's talking about or referring to. This is how you know this people he's talking about. Salakia.
No, you good.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We ain't seen our homeland no more again. Like I said earlier, Galatians 4:26 tell us what our homeland is. Israel is the mother of us all. You understand? We ain't seen our homeland. We ain't seen our homeland in a long time. Keep going now.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So what?
Sold unto your enemies.
To your friend,
Enemies.
to your close cousins.
Enemies.
You gonna be sold to your enemies. Remember the time we was on the auction block? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring it home for not today time. They do that right now being sold. You see the NFL draft?
That's right.
You see the combine? You see how they got their shirts off and wearing tight Speedos pants? Showing off that muscular figure to the so-called oppressor
That's
who
right.
buys them.
Right.
Say that's a big bull right there. I'm gonna get him right there. I want to draft him. I want to get him. That drafting means that we're gonna make a bid on him. We want him. They do that nowadays, man. NBA combine, shirts all driving around, running fast, doing all the athletic tests, making you jump up high. That's your master said, man, jump, boy, jump, jump. They want to see you jump. They said, man, they just want to see you. Nowadays they take, man, we just want to see your vertical. Your vertical. Yeah, they getting billions of dollars. They making billions. Yeah, they making billions. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this: the owners is making billions of dollars. They give you a portion.
Just like in jail.
Just like, yeah, they making billions off you. Just like you record deals, just like music, just like all that. They making billions off you, but they give you a small portion of what you really worth.
That's right.
You think that a Negro think that he had $1 million now he's able to join the white man club. The white man has billions of dollars. He has trillions of dollars.
They're giving you $1 million, they have plenty more.
Right. And that's the reason why black people right now are ignorant as hell, because to think that you in the same class as your enemy is ridiculous.
And that's not
$1 million, yeah, $1 million for us in our neighborhood, man. We living good, right? $1 million in the white man neighborhood, man. It's like pocket change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like pocket change. It's probably what he splurged within a month. We get that, man. We think we living a lavish life, man, because we never had nothing. That's the issue. We don't know how to have anything because we've been living the lifestyle of not having. So we get money to have something. We think we live in the lifestyle, and then all of a sudden, what happens? You lose all the money. The money goes within 2-3 years, and then you right back in the same spot. Look at all the singers and all the rappers who lost all the contract deals and ain't getting no more money right now. They are back inside the hood. Back inside the ghettos. They got Jaheim. Good night. Jaheim is on, I don't know what that brother's on, man. You know what I'm saying? And all that just in case, can't make it home tonight, all that stuff. It's
put
gone.
That woman first.
Yeah, put that woman first and all this right here, and now the brother's back down.
That's right.
You know
Slavery.
Good night. Keep going now.
God, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Me what?
You shall be sold unto your enemies.
And what is the time, you know, a group of people were sold to their enemies? Black people.
That's right.
Keep going.
For bondmen.
For what?
Bondmen.
Slave men.
And bondwomen.
Slave women. Your Harriet Tubman, you know what I'm saying? All that. We were sold. You know what I'm saying? We got this big buck here. Big buck right here, give you strong kids.
That's right.
We're going to start at 50. Anybody got 50? 50, 60, 60, I got 60, 70, 70, 70, 80, 80, 99, 100, 100, 500, 500 for him. Sold to Mr. Smith.
That's right.
And then we got them titles in the behind our names. Mr. Smith, or Mr. Bond, or Mr. Johnson. John's son. It's like John's son. You know what I'm saying? Johnson. We said Johnson, but actually it was because John's son. We killed Mr. John, and he was his son. So John's son. Get the John's son. They give you the titles behind your name. You understand? That's your slave names. Gotta move up.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man was able to buy you.
That's right.
Not even your Jesse Jackson, your Al Sharpton, your Nat Turners. None of them was able to come get you out of this punishment from the Lord because we didn't follow what the Lord told us to do. The same way it came down to Matthias and what happened over there in Grecian times. Because we went against the Lord, no one was able to save us, man.
That's right.
The only way we can get out of this hellhole by us coming back and deal with the Lord one-on-one. In motto, and not being selfish.
That's right.
Keep going now.
Go
back to Maccabees.
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 22. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left.
Right.
Verse 23.
My thought said, man, we ain't changing our mind.
That's right.
We ain't changing our mind on none of this.
That's right.
Whatever, man. We ain't going for what they king talking about.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. Now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar, which was at Modin.
So this is Matthias, right? He's not doing it. But if someone else out of the crowd said, well, I'll come.
That's right.
I'll do it.
That's right.
And Matthias said, I just spoke loud with compassion.
Right.
And I'm not going to allow you to do what? So like, go ahead.
According to the king's commandments. Verse 24. Which thing when Matthias saw, he was inflamed with zeal.
Man, he was mad. He was mad, man. Like, how weak can you be?
That's right.
You understand? He was mad because it was like seeing Jesse Jackson, like the dude, like you were saying, seeing Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton take them brides, man. He said, yeah, man, look, man, I just want to live this lifestyle, man. I don't want no trouble. And you being so weak, man, while you seeing people getting killed in your neighborhood by the oppressor. And you gonna live this lifestyle. This Maccabees, Matthias was so upset. He was so mad to see this coward go up there, man, and try to be the first one to please the king.
Right.
They're like saying, man, I'm gonna celebrate Christmas anyway. Even though it's like even though in the Bible it says not to celebrate Christmas. You going there anyway and do it. Putting us back in the same position that we trying to fight ourselves out of. You know what I'm saying? Matthias was upset. He was mad. Go ahead,
right. He was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to shew his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
Man, he slew him on the altar.
That's right.
You understand? Matthias was tired of seeing his people in misery.
That's right.
He was tired to seeing his people being weak. You understand? He took a stand. He was saying enough is enough.
That's right.
He was saying, man, I can't live like this anymore. I'm tired. I'm upset. There's no time for being weak.
Right.
You understand? Matthias was pretty much saying, man, there's no time for us being weak right now. We have to fight back.
That's right.
You understand? Keep going up.
Verse 25. Also the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time. And the altar he pulled down.
Man, he pulled down the altar, man. Just like any time that we went to a land,
Right.
and we conquered the land, we destroyed all their altars, man. We destroyed their groves, we destroyed all their idols, we destroyed all that stuff because we didn't want to get caught up with their sins. Or pollute the land, or profane our sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? And Matthias went in there and poured all that stuff down.
That's right.
He got rid of all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He killed.
That's right.
He slain. Go ahead,
verse 26. Thus dealt he zealously for the law of the Most High, like as Phineas did unto Zambri, the son of Salome.
He dealt with that.
He
dealt with that. For the zeal of the Lord.
Right.
The Holy Spirit came on that brother. You know what I'm saying? He fighting for the Lord. That's what the men of ISUPK we do. We go out there and we fight for the Lord. And we show our people, man, and we're able to get our kingdom back. The kingdom first start with us. You understand? We the first one got to make that move. We have to show the Lord that we really to fight for him. And the Lord will protect us.
That's right.
You understand? ISUPK, man, we not worrying about no coronavirus. We're not up here worrying about that. We don't care about no coronavirus, man, because we know the Lord protect us, man.
That's right.
We're not worrying about, stimulus checks. We're not worrying about that, you know why? Because we got brotherhood in ISUPK. You understand? We protect our brothers and sisters in here. We love our brothers and sisters. We have compassion for our brothers and sisters.
That's right.
We're not going to throw away our brothers and sisters. You understand? We taking brothers and sisters in with their afflictions, man. We want you to come in here, man. We're going to help you get off them drugs, man.
That's right.
We're going to help this sister, stop want to go out there and be on a whore. We're going to help that brother stop going out there and getting high off drugs.
That's
right. Understand? Or sell drugs.
That's right.
We're going to help that brother get off marijuana.
That's right.
We're going to help that brother, man, with any of his addictions that he had, man, he got to face and fight. We'll help that brother. The same way we help the sister.
Right.
We're not going to turn you away, man, like the pastor would do.
That's right.
Pastors don't want you in the church if you bummy.
Right.
And you don't have no place to go and stuff like that. They don't want you there.
That's right.
You're a nuisance.
That's right.
In here, man, we want brothers and sisters coming here.
Right.
To help our brothers and sisters.
That's right.
That's what we have to go do. We got to get our brothers and sisters out of the world, man. And
that
that was an order from Commander General Yohana. You understand? That was an order, man. You understand? And we're going to do that, man.
That's right.
And if you a brother and sister inside of Virginia, man, make sure y'all put your name and city that you from. You understand? Put your name, the city that you from, man, so you can get your class attendance on that. You know what I'm saying? But let me see, 8:50 right now. All right. But during this day right here, man, we Matthias set the tone. Malachi set the tone for his people, man, and let them know, man, but we ain't going for this anymore. If black and Spanish American was really tired, then we wouldn't go for none of this that they doing to us right now. We'll separate.
That's right.
We'll keep our laws, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
We'll follow God.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Instead of following President Obama or Biden or Kamala Harris. We'll follow God and allow Him to help us, man. You understand? With that, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Is this a religious or a brotherhood?
What, this right here? This is a culture.
That's right.
This is our way of life.
That's right.
Like, this is, okay.
This is what we abide by.
Okay, this is this Bible, yes, this is what we abide by. This Bible right here is our culture. This is our history. This was our protection. This right here belongs to us.
That's
It's
right.
in the Bible.
It's
So I
in the
know
Bible.
history. It's
Yeah.
true.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's motivated me a lot.
Right.
I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's our history. Everything that they have lied to you about and told you this and told you that, they lied about the Bible. They lied about the Bible to keep you confused. The Lord sent His servants out here of ISUPK to debunk all the lies and give you the truth. The Lord showed mercy. If you're here today, the Lord is showing you mercy.
That's right.
The Lord loves you.
Right.
And He gave you opportunity to get yourself together.
That's right.
That's all it is. You understand? You can take heed to it and listen and hearken to the Lord of the Lord. I mean, the words of the Lord. Or you can forsake the Lord and forsake His laws and be in misery for the rest of your life. Until the day you be like, man, I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like, what, an Al Green, get a drug overdose? Or be like, you know what I'm saying, other sisters and brothers with drug overdose, like Prince
Right.
and Michael Jackson,
And Whitney Houston.
Houston.
All her kids, a lot of
All
them.
her
All
kids.
Bobby Brown, the daughter, the sons, they all died from drug overdose. All of them.
All of them.
And with money.
And with money. I mean, you can either do that, or you can try to serve two masters, which you can't do.
That's right.
So you're going to serve the Lord, or you're going to serve man.
That's right.
And most black people want to serve money.
That's right.
The Christian pastor, he wants to serve money.
That's right.
The rappers want to serve money. The drug dealers want to serve money. The strippers want to serve money. You understand? They want to serve everything. You understand? So you don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no problem.
Everything to work.
Calm.
Alright, no sweat.
And I calm situation outside, so I said, okay, come on, real quick. Alright.
Alright, no sweat. You got announcements though? We're running.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Running announcements real fast up.
Yes, he's wearing.
Yeah, this right. Running announcements real fast. And we'll line up for sure. All right, man. With that, man, we're gonna pass the class over to Priest Officer Yvashima. All right, no sweat.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana, and we're not affiliated with any other Israelite group or any other Christian organization. When a new brother or sister So I guess I'm okay to go with the, it's okay to go off the top with the brother and sister. We are the ISUPK, started 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. For new rule for brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits. For 6 months, they are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashra, which means tenth in the Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation will be the Feast of Purim. It will be the Feast of Purim. We'll get the dates. We'll get the dates shortly. Okay, most of All right, we'll give a courteous salute from men of Israel. We'll give a courteous salute to the brother, men of Israel. Amadim Shabbat, Amadi, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
And we'll give a courteous salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Amadim Shabbat, Amadi, Barak, Yahweh Shema Ba'Shem Yahushua. And with that, I say class dismissed.